Hey, Coach. Your special teams have really improved as the season has gone along, especially over the second half of the season. I'm just curious from your perspective, what has the process been like from the beginning, even going back to OTAs and training camp, and just seeing this thing sort of progress and get to the point where it is now, and sort of seeing that growth with your players, with your group.
Well, we had a lot of young guys. We had some guys that really were inexperienced. And then some of the things that happened with the injuries obviously affected it. But, I think the guys just really put their heads down and went to work and did a great job of taking coaching. They learned how to play together. And I think that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a lot of younger guys that carved themselves out a role and figured it out. And hopefully it'll help us win this game on Sunday.
Was there a specific turning point for you at some point during the season that you point to as sort of when things changed, or was it really gradual and sort of how the improvement sort of showed itself?
Yeah, I think it was gradual. We had some things that obviously we block a punt against Seattle and a guy hits a 69-yard punt after that. So that was a kind of unusual circumstance. Obviously the Detroit game was a little bit tough, but I think the guys just stuck with it. I also think getting Brandon Powell really helped us out. He's been a very solid returner for us, and I think our guys, have done a great job of blocking for him since he's been in there, and that obviously helped us out also.
Thanks.
Kevin Modesti.
Hi, Joe. I wonder if you could describe Johnny Hecker's season for us. He was kind of a battling training camp for him. Not his best season statistically, but here he is in the Super Bowl as the longest tenured Ram. What did it look like to you?
Yeah, see, the whole statistically thing, the thing that we wanted to do was to really get his net punt up and get our average return down. That was the whole goal going into the season. I really, to be honest with you, I think gross punt average is one of the biggest jokes of a statistics ever because it just doesn't really show what it's about to limit people's field and limit people's field position. So I think that's a little bit of an overrated deal as far as, how he's judged. But I think he's done a great job from what we've asked him to do. I think he had a tough go of it right at the start. Obviously, everybody saw Corey's training camp, but I'm glad to see Johnny come through because he's a heck of a guy and a really good leader for our team.
And how does his leadership play out in a week like this, since he's lived so much Rams history?
Well, I think the guys listen to him anyway because I think he does prepare himself every week. That's a big key is, guys know the guys that are working at it and the guys know that the ones that are bought in completely. And Johnny definitely is that. So I think that's helped them. But, obviously I think guys just being comfortable being around here from the standpoint of they've been in the Super Bowl before, some of these guys. So, hopefully there's some carryover there.
Thank you.
Tom Friend.
How are you, Coach? I want to ask you about analytics in the Rams organization and how the load management during the week helps your guys stay fresh and injury-free. What's your take on that?
Well, it's something that really I'm more exposed to this year than I ever have been. I think Reggie and the crew does a great job of kind of matching what we should be doing practice-wise from a rep standpoint to what's going to give them the best output on Sunday, and that's the best way I can describe it. It's I've had more communication with those guys than I ever have, in the 33 years that I've been in it. So I thought it was excellent. I think that might be part of it too. Also, that helped us out on the second half. Maybe they were a little fresher. I don't know, but I do think the communication with Reggie was excellent throughout.
Do you notice the change? The analytics in this organization is a big deal. I'm just curious, what's your take on the evolution of that in the NFL, or how do you see it?
Yeah, that's such I don't know. I guess the analytics, the numbers part of it, I guess, is a big change. But everybody's trying to find an edge, and this is one part of it. I think that's getting talked about a lot. But people have been doing this for a long time. I think they're just getting better at it. To be honest with you.
Thank you, Coach.
Daniel Popper.
Just going back to Brandon Powell, you brought him up earlier. Just you guys signed him to the practice squad in early November. Just what did you guys see in him from a return standpoint?
Well, he was he did it last year in Atlanta, and was solid. And then he had a good preseason for Buffalo, but they went with a younger guy. They kept him, and then Brandon was just kind of out there. And then when he came in, I think he needed a couple weeks to really get his legs underneath him. But once you did, you saw a guy that could catch it very solidly. His returner mechanics were excellent, and then he also had some real juice getting forward quickly. And that was good to see. And we needed him at that time, and it was good to see him go back there and handle it and break the big one against Jacksonville, and then obviously got the punt return for a touchdown against Minnesota. So I think he's really done a good job of helping us win games.
Just going back to that Jacksonville game, like that was the first time he touched the ball in a game for you guys, and he took it 65 yards in that opening kick. How big do you think that was for him, and in just sort of how he's eventually fit into the team and the success that he's had over the remainder of the season for you guys?
Yeah, I think it was huge. I mean, anytime any player has success, they want to have success even that much more the next time. So, I mean, they want to build on that success, and I think our guys also blocking for him saw that and said, "Wow, this guy, he's got some juice." And maybe if we hold our block just another second, we can make some real noise, and which ended up happening in the second half of the year.
Thanks.
Alvaro Torres.
Hi, Coach DeCamillis. I hope you're having a great day. This is Alvaro Torres with Ensoners, a Latin American network. Well, Darren Simmons, the special teams coordinator of the Bengals, has spoken highly of you, of your special team unit, and the respect he has for you after having shared with him and faced him multiple times throughout the years. What stands out the most to you about the Bengals special teams unit, and what does he bring to it?
Well, I think Darren's just one of those coaches that does a great job fundamentally. We've played him a number of times in the last 7 or 8 years. It's funny, being other places, I've ended up playing him quite a bit, and he does an excellent job fundamentally. His guys always play hard, play physical, and he always puts them in the right position. I think he's an excellent coach. I know he's the assistant head coach there, and I hope he has a chance to be a head coach in this league, because he's the kind of guy that would represent very well. I have a lot of respect for Darren and what their group brings.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you very much.
Jake Malik.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
Good. How's it going?
I'm good, thank you. I was talking with Brandon Powell just a couple minutes ago, and we were talking about how Sean brought in a lefty punter today. First of all, whose idea was that? Was that yours or his? I mean, you are the special teams guy. Was that your idea or was that his? And then just a second part to that, does it help, you as a coach as well as a team, but specifically you as a coach, having a coach like Sean, who potentially, depending on your answer, is the guy that's saying, yes, let's bring in a lefty punter and make sure we cover every little tiny detail and every aspect of this potential, of this matchup we're going to see.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a real pleasure working for Coach McVay. There's no question. He is definitely what you said. He's very detailed. Is it his idea? I'd say it's all of our ideas, because we know that the left-footed spin is different. I think we've had this occur during the season. I know it's occurred other places for me, but I believe it's occurred also here, and we did it before. So, in fact, I know we did when we played Green Bay. So I think it's something that teams do. It's a different spin, but it's great that this team is willing to, actually try the guy out and use it in that respect. It helped us out today, hopefully.
Alvaro Torres,
Well, coach, this is kind of an out question, but do you have any message for your Latin American fans where the sport is slowly starting to grow?
Well, I just hope that they really enjoy this game. It's a great game. It's a game that's built on teamwork, and I think everybody around the world is going to get a heck of a show on Sunday, and we're happy that all the Latin American people can get a chance to experience it because it's going to be a heck of a game.
Thank you, coach.